Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. As I'm shaking my camera as I'm trying to grab my coffee here. Uh, it's a Sunday morning. It's a coffee kind of morning. It's a good coffee kind of morning. I want to continue my A to Z's, this time with the letter Q. Very small bunch in the Q's, but of course you can't have the letter Q without a pretty famous band in that category, but I'll talk to them in just a second. Before I get into everything though, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. I want to continue to put great content out there to be informative and to show you guys some great bands and artists that I have in my collection. It's because of you guys, your likes, your subscriptions, your wonderful, wonderful comments that keep me going, keep me motivated to do this kind of stuff. And I love it. I love you guys as well. Thank you so much. So let's get into it. Of course, when I talk about Q, right off the bat, you think of the band Queen. This is their debut album. So good. This is a remastered version as well. Quite different than their later releases. More metal, more hard rock, more progressive rock than their later radio-friendly releases. Really good stuff. Yeah, they no band sounds like Queen. Super talented group, formed in '70. Freddie Mercury, of course, the amazing frontman, performer extraordinaire, amazing vocalist, Freddie Mercury. The brilliant Brian May, guitarist, so unique. Plays a sixpenny, is that what they're called? As a pick, so give him that unique guitar sound. Drummer Roger Taylor, whose vocal range is nothing to pale about either. He's an amazing vocalist, amazing drummer as well. And of course, bassist John Deacon. Again, the earlier work was more harder edged and full of metal elements as well. Like, these guys rock. They can rock out with the best of them. As they got bigger and more well known and more famous, they changed their style, more commercially acceptable, more radio friendly tunes, but these earlier releases are pretty damn good. Definitely capable of filling arenas, and definitely capable of captivating and controlling audiences. Freddie Mercury was the best at it. He had them in his grasp whenever he performed, and amazing performer. So 1973's self-titled Queen, awesome album, awesome debut album. Great example of how hard Queen could rock it out. Again, some great progressive elements in there as well. Brian May and Freddie shared the writing. They wrote each about 5 or 6 songs each, 4 or 5 songs each. Roger Taylor wrote Modern Times Rock and Roll and sang that as well. It's got the great Keep Yourself Alive starting off the album. Three great singers as well in here. Brian May, great vocal style. Roger Taylor, of course, and Freddie Mercury. But yeah, Keep Yourself Alive, Doing All Right, Great King Rat, My Fairy King, Liar, The Night Comes Down, Modern Times Rock and Roll, Sons and Daughter, Jesus, 7 Seas of Rye. And then on this one, it's got some previously unreleased tracks as well, some bonus tracks. Mad the Swine, Keep Yourself Alive, The Long Lost Retake, sorry. and Liar, which is a bonus remix by John Luongo and Gary Hillman. But what a great debut album. If you haven't heard this album, definitely check them out for sure. I don't have number 2. I should have number 2. I kicked myself for not having number 2. And I'm going to take these out of the sleeves because I need better sleeves. I'm out of great outer sleeves here. So this is the 3rd album, Sheer Heart Attack. Not as progressive as the first 2 albums, focusing more on accessible tracks and just straight ahead rock and roll. Again, no one sounds like them. No one sounds like them. Killer Queen, big hit off the album. I love this one as well. You got Brighton Rock, Killer Queen, Tenement Funster, Flick of the Wrist, Lily of the Valley, Now I'm Here, In the Lap of Gods, Stone Cold Crazy, another hard-edged track, Dear Friends, Misfire, Bring Back That Leroy Brown, She Makes Me Stormtrooper, and Stilettos, and In the Lap of Gods Revisited. Great album. Good stuff. Cool riffs, awesome leads, of course, great vocals by Freddie. Heavy bass track as well. John Deacon is underrated as far as a bass player. Yeah, Sheer Heart Attack. Of course, then you have the Opus Night at the Opera with the embossed cover here. It's a classic. It's a classic album. My introduction to Queen will always be one of my favorites by them. 1975 release. Their most costly production as well. And the name itself, Night at the Opera, was taken from a Marx Brothers film of the same name, which is kind of cool. It's band's first platinum-selling album, full of ballads, music hall themes, Dixieland themes as well, hard rock, progressive rock. You've got Death on Two Legs, starting it all off. That's a powerful tune against their previous manager, who took advantage of them. Their first 3 albums, he wasn't a very nice guy. So Death on Two Legs is just like, go away, you son of a bitch. John Deacon wrote You're My Best Friend, which is a great track. Roger Taylor, of course, the great song I'm in Love with My Car. The Beautiful Love of My Life. It's a beautiful song. And of course the Opus Bohemian Rhapsody. It's kind of Queen's Stairway to Heaven. Every big band back then had a Stairway to Heaven track, and Bohemian Rhapsody was that for sure. So it's a great album, great album. This is a 180-gram version of the album as well. And again, I don't want to show you my outer sleeve because they're crappy. And I've got some on order, they just haven't arrived yet. So I'll definitely be replacing those when they get there. I'll put that one back later. Can't even put the albums in, that's how crappy the sleeves are. The next is the follow-up, or the companion to A Night at the Opera. It's A Day at the Races. There's the inner sleeve as well. Same, or similar, I shouldn't say same, similar format to A Night at the Opera. The name again taken from a Marx Brothers film of the same name. It's a great album. It really is. Someone to Love, My favorite, Tie Your Mother Down. Tio Toriato. Yeah, that's how you pronounce that one, isn't it? Yeah, Tio Toriate. Let Us Cling Together. Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy. And Long Away. The album itself voted number 67 of the greatest albums of all time, and it really is a great, great album. Again, no one sounds like Queen. No one can match the singing style of Freddie Mercury. As flamboyant as he was, an amazing performer, both in the studio and live. And I'll put that back again later. The next one is another great album. This is Jazz. Jazz is the 7th album by them. Reached number 2 in the UK, number 6 in the US. It's a damn great album. It really, really is. Full of great tunes. You got Bicycle Race, Fat Bottom Girls, Don't Stop Me Now, Mustafa, Jealousy. It's a fun album. It's a really, really good fun album. And they never take themselves seriously, but they perform at their best. It's the easiest way to, I think, describe Queen. And of course, I've still got a ton more of albums to get by them. The only album I have is another great album, The Game. This one rocks. It really, really does. 1980 release, the 8th album. First Queen album, believe it or not, to hit number 1. Sorry, what did I just say? First album to use a synthesizer. Number 1. My writing is terrible. Crazy Little Thing Called Love, Save Me, Play the Game. The huge hit, Another One Bites the Dust. Need Your Love Tonight. I Was Right. It's the only album to reach number 1 in the States. I was right. See, I can be right once in a while. So again, first album to feature a synthesizer. First album to reach number 1 in the States. Yeah. It's just full of great, great tracks. Again, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, such a cool kind of a rockabilly track. Another One Bites the Dust, the famous bass riff on that one. Play the Game, big opus song, just amazing stuff. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So I've got to get more Queen for sure. Got to get more Queen for sure. Another great band, American rock band. This is Quaterflash. Great rock, pop rock, adult contemporary rock, featuring Sue Rindy Ross, wonderful vocalist, and saxophonist as well. I love their mixture of sax and their music. It's so good. Her husband Marv Ross, guitarist, writer. Again, the sax sound what they bring to this music is so good. Their debut album, self-titled Quaterflash, 1981 release. Harden My Heart, the big single off of that one. Number 16 release. Find Another Fool is another single. Harden My Heart was number 1 in the U.S. charts. Catchy tunes, awesome vocals by Randy Ross as well. Timothy B. Schmidt from the Eagles and Poco also does some backing vocals on this one as well. So if you don't know Quaterflash, check out Quaterflash. A great band. As well as their second release. This is Take Another Picture. Another fine album. Take Me to Heart is the single off the album. It's a really great follow-up to their debut. Really enjoyable band, really great albums, catchy tunes again. They can rock it out when they want to, but it's also got that nice, just kind of a laid back feel to it when you just put it on and just chill out. Great band. And finally, under the Q's, the great Suzi Quatro. I only have one album by her, but this is Suzi, another 4-letter words. Beautiful, amazing vocalist, bassist as well. Singer, songwriter, actress. She kind of does it all. Huge in Europe and Australia as well. 1979 release, another 4-letter words. It's the highest charting album for Suzi Quatro in Norway, and the second highest in the States. She's in Love with You, Mama's Boy, I've Never Been in Love, big singles off the album. Great straight ahead rock and roll. Great vocals, great singing, great bass playing. Again, if you don't know Suzi Quatro, definitely check her out. So there you have it, guys. There's some great cues in there. Short video, again, only had a few in this category. Next is the R's. That'll probably be Tuesday. Definitely going to be a couple of videos on that one. That's a lot of artists under R here. So, but we're just edging closer to the end of my catalog. But really enjoying this series, and hope you do too. Have a good day, guys. Love you all. Take care. Bye now.